He didn't wake up that morning planning to stop pleasing people. In fact, it started like every other day, with a familiar tightness in his chest and a quiet question already forming in his mind. What did they expect from me today? Before his feet even touched the floor, his nervous system was already scanning. Messages unanswered. Conversations from yesterday were playing in his head. A subtle fear of disappointing someone, anyone. It wasn't dramatic. It was constant. He once had a realization that felt uncomfortable but accurate. When your sense of safety depends on approval, anxiety never truly rests. At the time, it sounded like an observation. Later, it felt like a diagnosis. He said yes automatically. Yes to extra work. Yes to plans he didn't want. Yes to conversations that drained him. Every yes felt safer than the possibility of conflict. Every smile was a shield. Every agreement bought him temporary relief, but the relief never lasted. The anxiety simply shifted. Instead of worrying about rejection, he worried about resentment. Instead of fearing conflict, he feared burnout. His body carried the cost, tension in his shoulders, shallow breathing, exhaustion that sleep didn't fix. And what he didn't realize was that people-pleasing wasn't kindness. It was self-protection. At work, he over-explained himself. In relationships, he minimized his needs. He read tone obsessively, looking for signs of disappointment. Silence felt dangerous. Neutral expressions felt personal. Late at night, he replayed interactions, wondering if he had said too much, too little, the wrong thing. He compared himself to others who seemed confident, direct, unbothered. People who didn't apologize for existing. But what happened next would quietly change everything. One afternoon, after agreeing to something that crossed his limits yet again, he noticed a strange sensation, not anxiety, but anger. Subtle, controlled, directed inward. That moment unsettled him. He realized his anxiety wasn't random. It had a function. It was trying to prevent abandonment by eliminating friction. It believed safety came from being needed, liked, indispensable. He didn't realize that moment was already shaping his identity. People-pleasing had become his personality. The nice one, the easy one, the one who never caused problems. And anxiety was the price of maintaining that role. What followed challenged everything he believed about being a good person. He started experimenting, not with confrontation, but with honesty. Small things at first, delaying a reply, saying, "I'll think about it," allowing silence without rushing to fill it. His body reacted immediately, heart pounding, tight chest. His nervous system interpreted boundaries as danger, as if saying no meant losing connection forever, but he stayed. The discomfort peaked, and then something unexpected happened. Nothing collapsed. No one exploded. No relationships ended. The world didn't punish him. The anxiety slowly came down, not because he fixed it, but because he didn't obey it. That was the hack. Anxiety feeds on immediate relief. People-pleasing works because it removes tension fast. But it teaches the nervous system the wrong lesson, that your needs are unsafe. He began to see the pattern clearly. Each boundary strengthened him. Each honest response reduced the power of fear. Not instantly, not linearly, but measurably. He asked himself hard questions. Who am I trying to protect when I say yes? What do I believe would happen if I disappoint someone? When did I learn that my comfort was negotiable? There was one realization he only understood later, something that might help others too. People-pleasing isn't a personality flaw. It's an anxiety strategy. And like any strategy built on fear, it can be unlearned. If this story feels familiar, if your anxiety spikes when you think about setting boundaries or disappointing others, there are psychological tools that go deeper into this process. They reshared in the description and comments and are part of how to control anxiety and overcome fear, because real peace doesn't come from being liked by everyone. It comes from no longer abandoning yourself to feel safe.